Hey traders, and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Wednesday the 6th of May 2020 and the time is 4 minutes to 1 AM UK time. Traders, hope you're all keeping yourselves safe during this pandemic that we're still in amongst, although a lot of nations now are starting to slowly beginning to open up themselves for business again. But mainly, the main thing I really wanted to say is, guys, please keep yourself safe even now, even though things are opening up. Hope you're all well. If traders, if this is the first time to the channel, welcome on board. Hope you like the content we're going to put out. And if you've been here before, guys, I want to welcome you back. I'm really grateful that you're spending time here looking at what we do here. And I hope you're enjoying the content. Now, if you want to see more content and you want to see it automatically, feel free to come along and subscribe to the channel, select the bell icon, or you know, leave comments. All those things allow us to know whether you're enjoying the content. And without further ado, I'm just going to very quickly jump into a trade which I've actually already entered, okay? But I just want to show you what it is so you can see where we're at. And if things play out in the way we want to, we've got a video to use some education on. So let me just remove this screen. So the pair we're talking about, here we are on the 3 monthly chart of the Great British Pound Australian dollar. Now, as you can see, price has come down in a downtrend. We are now correcting that downtrend. Okay, so the way I'm looking at this move is we probably still have a little bit more up room to go, but I don't believe we're at that point yet where we're ready to go up. Go long. So what I've done, let me go down to the weekly chart, is I have this little green shadowed area here is where I'm looking for price to get down to. Okay, so because I'm expecting price to go down to, I've actually seen a pattern in the downtrend, and this is on the daily chart here. This is the area we're looking to get long, but we're all the way up here, some 400 pips away. So what I've done is I've set in an at market sell order to try and play these 300-400 pips to see if we can't get to our first target or get to a target and then look to go long if we get a pattern. So that's really the basis of this trade. Now we're looking, one of the things you have to try and do is to plan your trades in advance. And once you've done that, you can set an alert and leave it as it is. Now, as you can see here, I've got an alert set in this market down here. So if price gets down there, we'll be alerted. But obviously, I'll be keeping an eye on this trade anyway because we're short in this trade. And there you see our stop loss. There you see our entry. So let's see how we go, guys. You know, it's like any other trade. It meets with our rules, and let's see if we can't get this process to work. Take care, traders, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Good morning traders, and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Wednesday the 6th of May 2020 and the time is 10:39 AM UK time. Traders, if it's the first time to my channel, I want to welcome you here. Hope you're going to enjoy the content that we're putting out. And if you've been here before, guys, I'm really grateful that you're picking this channel to come back and have a look and see what we can, you know, see if you're enjoying the content. And if you are enjoying the content, traders, please come across, press the bell icon, subscribe to the channel. That way we'll know that you're enjoying the content and you want us to continue. Now, without further ado, guys, I'm going to jump straight across into the markets here. We entered a trade just last night, actually, and the trade has moved positively in our area. But what I want to just talk to you about is I just want to talk to you about a new way of bringing our stop to break even that we've looked at. Now, what's been happening is that we've been having quite a high level of break even trades, which in itself isn't a bad thing. However, is there a way that we can negate that situation and be in the same point? What I'm trying to say is there a way that we can still pull our stops to break even, but allow the market the room to move in our, you know, go against us and then move in our direction? Because that's effectively what's been happening. The market's moved against us, moved in our favour, allowed us to move our stops to break even, then gone against us, taken us out at break even, and then moved in our direction. And had our stop not been at break even, we would have had a positive result in that trade or those trades. So some time ago, I spoke to a trader friend of mine who actually showed me a new way of doing this. And although I've heard it before, it was a long time since I'd heard it, and it wasn't actually at the forefront of my memory. So he kind of reminded me of something that I'd seen before. So what I then did is I looked to back test that system just to see whether if we now brought our stops to a break even in this way, would it bring have a positive effect on our account? And guys, the fact is, after back testing it for 6 months now, the fact of the matter is, by doing this, by bringing our stops to break even in this way, it allows us a little bit of room for the market to go in our favour. Now, I'm going to just explain it to you. So let's just get into the market, and I'll start to explain. So the pair that we're talking about is the British pound Australian dollar. And last night we went short this market, okay? And prices moved favourably in our favour to the point where we can now consider moving our stops to break even. So let me explain how we used to do it. So I'm going to come right down to the 4-hour chart. Now, what you can see here is our stop loss and our entry, okay? And what I used to do is I used to get a vertical line and drag that vertical line down from our stop loss to our entry point. So I just need to get that spot on. Okay, now that vertical line represents the risk I have in the market, or we have in the market. And what I then used to do is project that vertical line forward, and then if price had moved to this level, let me just get my horizontal line here. If price had moved to or beyond this level, what would then happen? And let me just get this, right, that's what I'm after. So what would then happen is I would now bring my price to my stop loss to break even. And what then would happen once I'd moved my stop loss to break even is price would go in our favour a little bit. It would then go back up, take us out, maybe even go into that area a little bit, and then price would go in our favour and hit our stop. Now, this didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough times for me to have a look at it and see if there is anything that could be done about it. So this is the way we're now going to approach this matter. So the discussion that I had with my trading colleague was basically what we do, instead of moving the stop to break even, yes, we still use this. So this is still the trigger for us to consider moving our stop to break even. But instead of moving the stop to break even on the whole of the position, what we do is we take profit on half of the position. So that leaves us in profit on half of the position. But what we then do, instead of moving the stop to break even, we leave the stop where it is. Now, what's the benefits of that? Well, okay, because we've taken profits on half the position, it allows price, if price is going to do this, to move into our area, go again, and it allows price to move against us. Now, don't get me wrong. Price can move against us and take us out still, but I'll explain what the net result of that will be. So it allows price to move into our area or move against us without taking us out of the trade at break even. And then hopefully what we then get is price move in our direction. Now, should price, let's just get rid of this line here. Should price continue to move against us and actually go to our stop loss, which is actually a loss, will be a loss. That loss is going to be the same as the risk, as the profit that we took earlier, thus resulting in a break-even trade. So do you understand that? So what happens is, now that we've left our stop in the same area, should price move past our stop and take us out at the original level, what that does is it cancels out the profit that we've taken on the same distance in this area, in this trade here, this part of the trade here, leaving us at a break-even trade. So let's see how we go, guys. If there's any issues with understanding that, just drop me an email, and the email address is admin@hautrader.co.uk, and I'll write that down for you. But that gives us statistically, this is a better way to move our stop to break even. So that's what I'm going to do here. So as you can see, I've already done this in our live account, guys. And as I keep saying, TradingView is what we use for analysis only. The actual putting into our live accounts is done. I have MT4 live accounts, and I use that for exiting and entering trades and moving trades to break even. So here you have our position, and this 257299 is actually the lot size of the trade. So what I need to do is I need to go in. What I now need to do is I need to go in, actually down here, and I need to protect the position. Okay, so what do? I protect the position. So what is it that I want to do? Well, obviously we are in a sell trade. We're short this market. So what I actually want to do is I want to modify this trade. Okay, and I want to buy the market at market. Okay, now 257299, which is our lot size, half of that is 128.649. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in 128.649. Now that represents half of our position. Once I enter that, what you will see is half of this profit disappear and go, and that's banked. So let's do that right now. And there you go. And as you can see down by the left hand side of the screen here, that's been executed. The half of the profits have been banked into our account, and now we're left with our stop right here and the potential for the market to continue moving down or take us out, which is basically where we were before, apart from we're now at break even. So we're in a no-lose situation here. So let's see what happens. I'll copy you into the next video should price move in our direction. The next hurdle in this particular trade is this level of structure here, because our stop is all the way down here. Okay, and remember, this is an area we're then going to look to buy the market. So this is going to be the next, if we don't get taken out of this trade, this is going to be the next area of interest. Right. Traders, I will speak to you soon. Keep trading your plan, and hope you're enjoying the content. Take care, traders. Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to Hautrader UK. It's currently Tuesday, the 12th of May 2020, and the time is 5:38 p.m. UK time. Traders, if this is your first time to the channel, I want to welcome you to Hautrader UK. Hope you're going to enjoy the content that we're going to put out today. And if you've been here before, I want to welcome you back to the channel. Traders, if you're enjoying the content, come across and press the bell icon, subscribe to the channel. That way we'll know that you're enjoying the content and we can continue. Leave comments, all that sort of thing is positive for this channel, so we can know that to continue. Now, traders, hope you're all well. How in your countries that you are residing in, I hope you're all doing well. Obviously, these are unprecedented times here with the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I don't know about you guys, but what I've been doing is I've been honing my skill, the skill of trading, the skill that I use to supplement my income, and which is potentially going to go on to be my full-time income. Now, there is one thing about trading for sure, is that if you want this to become your full-time income, with hard work, with dedication, with application, and with tenacity, you can make this work for you. Now, what you will see on the internet out there, you will see guys driving around in their Lamborghinis, in their Ferraris, Porsches, saying that they've managed to become millionaires in a year. And guys, don't get sucked into that. It doesn't work like that. Trading, this is just not the way it is, okay? Trading takes time. It's almost like if you're going to go to, if you look at a doctor, How long does it take a doctor to become a fully qualified doctor? Well, here in the UK, it's probably going to take you about 5 to 6 to 7 years potentially to become a fully qualified consultant. Okay, and trading is no different, guys. You're learning from day one, and in fact, you probably never stop learning. So the reason I'm saying this is because I know there's a lot of people out there getting duped into training courses and following traders' signals that are there driving around in their Ferraris and just giving you the wrong impression. Now, that's not, guys, I don't own a Ferrari. I don't, that's not the situation. I'm here like every other trader, or the majority of traders, putting in the graft and showing you what we can do. I'm not an after hours trader. I don't show you a trade once it's happened. What I do is I do a video when I'm entering the trade. Sometimes I'll even show you the analysis that goes into the trade. I'll show you when I'm putting my stop to break even. And then I'll show you if I've made a loss, if I've broke even, or if I've made some profit. So I just want to, there's a lot of, there just seems to be a lot more of these type of guys out there, not necessarily just guys, people out there that are trying to dupe unsuspecting new traders into, potentially parting with money that just under the wrong pretenses, really. So just keep your eyes open. If you're going to look for a trader, make sure that trader can trade. Okay, look for, if you're showing your live trades, and there's a number of them as we are, you can't get much better than showing you live trades. If you've got people who want to put their results on their YouTube channels, that's absolutely fine. But I'm just saying this to you because there just seems to be, I'm getting messages from a lot of people who've been duped out of money by people promising them this get rich quick scheme. Trading is just not that. And if you can get into your head at the very beginning that actually you're going to college or you're going to university, that's what trading's all about. Okay, traders? So I'm gonna get off my soapbox there, because the last email I got with about 20 minutes ago is a guy that's unfortunately put a few £1,000s into a trading course, and they've just not delivered, and I kind of feel for him right now. But anyway, traders, I want to get into the markets. I want to show you a situation that's played out actually, and the trade we're talking about, guys, is the Great British Pound Australian dollar. And I'm going to do a little bit of recap for you just to remind you of the reason we got into the trade and what's happened. So if you will recall, we actually entered this trade on the 6th of May. We're here 6 days later. We're here on the 12th of May, and we're some 420 odd pips in our favour, and that's what this trade has returned, guys. In 6 days, this trade has returned 420 pips. And that's, to me, that's just a power of having a system that works and sticking to it daily, day in, day out. So if you recall from the initial video, we were looking at this downtrend, which had been going on since 2005, in fact 2004. And what I said, let me just get this bar here. What I said was that this move here, that up move, this down move, and this up move here, all of this was the correction of this down move. Now, the situation that we have is although we're in a correction, I don't believe that the up move in this correction is over. And once I get rid of these bars, I'll show you exactly what I mean, these lines. So let's get rid of these. So here we are in this correction, okay? And I still think that this correction has some more upwards, long to go, some more northward movement to go. I couldn't get my words out then. Some more distance to travel north. And what I'm thinking is that price is going to come into this area. I believe that price is going to take out this high, and then we're going to have some kind of a pattern up here, and then I believe that price is then going to come down here. So we're looking to play, and overall we're looking to play a down move. We do believe that eventually that this price, this pair, the pound Aussie dollar, is going to come down. However, we're here on the monthly chart, as you can see with my cursor up in the left hand of the screen there. 3 monthly chart of the British pound Aussie dollar, and we still within that. Obviously, price is all the way up here, and we still got a way to go before we get up there. So let's start working the way down the chart, and I'll just back up and tell you exactly what we did. So where did I get to? Let's make this chart a little bit smaller. Okay, so got to the weekly chart. Okay, so what it hit, there we go. This is where we were. So what I'd done is this green dotted line and this white dotted line basically represent the 618 and 67.8 fib retracement of this swing. So let me just draw that in so you can see. This swing here from the lows right up into the top, and as you can see, that lines up with the 2 lines that I've already put in there. Now, when earlier on in the video, you will know that price was up here somewhere. In fact, price was up here by this supply level up here. Now, what I said was, as I moved down the time frame, and as you can see the arrow there, the little red arrow denotes that the bar that we got in on. So let's go right down to the 4-hour chart. Okay. So the little red arrow is the bar that we got in on. That's the actual bar that we got in on the 4-hour chart. And I'm even going to go down to the hourly chart just to bring it home a bit more. Okay, let's fatten that up. Okay, so if you can see the little red arrow there, that's the bar, that's the exact bar that we got short the British pound Australian dollar. And what I said was, if I go back up into the daily chart, in fact the weekly chart, what I said was, is up there, well, price was up there, we are looking for price to go north. However, we still had quite a few pips to trade before we look to buy this market. And from down here in the green shaded area, which is what I marked out back on the 6th of May. Now, back down to the hourly chart. As you can see, what has transpired from up here with the red arrow to down here with the blue arrow, that's where we took profits today. That's where our trade came in. Guys, this trade was a 420 pip move. Okay, 7.55 to 1 risk reward ratio. Now people ask me, why do I swing trade? Why do I keep trades overnight? Why do I not take quicker profits? Why do I not day trade? Guys, this kind of trading just suits my style. Yes, you have to be patient. Yes, you have to be disciplined. No different to day trading from the discipline and the patience point of view. But that time, the fact that it takes so long for a trade to set up gives me time to look at what I'm doing, consider my options, even go away for a day and come back. So guys, I'm going to call it a day there. I'm glad I could show this to you live. Okay, now where are we going to go with this trade next? What's the next play? Well, if you remember, I said if I go back up to the weekly chart, I said we're looking to go long, and we're going to look to go long in that green area should price get into the green area down to the daily chart. As you can see, price is just sitting above the green area now, but I'm not just going to sell. I'm not just going to sell. And there, can you see if you can see this little orange dotted line, and you can see the notes next to my cursor, and that says, could this be a buy? What are the fundamentals saying? So what I'm going to do is, once this chart alerts me, guys, and this alert has been in here since the 6th of May, guys. The 6th of May, I've had this alert set up in this chart, waiting for price to come down. But at the same time, I saw an opportunity to go short right here, 420 pips. Now, guys, even if, let's say we did get in down here, and price only went back up to where I sold from initially, that would be another 400 odd pips. So I'm not just going to sell. I'm going to wait for the alert, and then we're going to come back to the charts. Guys, I hope this has been educational. Remember, this isn't a signal service. This is purely educational. I'm very close to putting my training course out, and you can take a look at that, guys. And you know, some of that will be free, some of that will be paid. But what I wanted to show you, what I want to do here is live trading, so you can see exactly what we do at Hautrader. And if you want to become Hautrader, just go to the website or send me a message on here. I'll put your email on our mailing list, and from then you're in. You know, we can talk on a regular basis, and we can, you know, once the course is out, you can take a look at that. But in the meantime, traders, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care now, traders.